Hello and welcome to News Cycle, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Edikan Michael. A quick reminder that Global TV is on DSTV channel 365, free to air at Nicomsat and Star Times channel 276. President Bola Tinubu has arrived at Abu Dhabi, the United Arab Emirates, for the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week. Tinubu's trip to the Middle East is at the invitation of the President of the United Arab Emirates. Special Assistant to the President's social media, Dada Olusegun, announced Tinubu's arrival in a post on his X page. In Abu, the President is expected to deliver a speech highlighting his administration's key reforms, particularly in energy efficiency, transportation, public health, and economic development. Now, in a different development, our just military personnel have been completely prohibited from engaging in homosexuality, lesbianism, bestiality, cross-dressing, and other acts deemed contrary to the ethics of the armed forces. This directive is contained in Section 26 of the revised Harmonized Armed Forces Terms and Conditions of Service signed by President Bola Tinubu on December 16, 2024. Similarly, personnel are barred from body piercing, tattooing, disorderly behavior, and drunkenness on or off duty. Isaki Dawaki Baba of Kano, Aminu Baba, has rejected the Court of Appeals verdict nullifying the Federal High Court's ruling on the Kano Emirship dispute. Dara Gundi, a senior member of the Kano Emirate Council, expressed justifications with the judgment and directed his legal team to escalate the matter to the Supreme Court. He insisted that Aminu Ado Bayero remains the rightful Emir of Kano and urged Sanusi and the Kano state government to refrain from celebrating the appeals court verdict until the Supreme Court's decision. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project has filed a lawsuit against President Tinubu's administration and Nigeria's 36 state governors at the ECOWAS Community Court of Justice in Abuja. The suit challenges the alleged misuse of the Cybercrimes Act 2024 to suppress the freedom of expression and violate human rights, particularly those of activists, journalists, bloggers, and social media users. In a statement issued by SERP's Deputy Director Kola Ole, he explained that the provisions of the amended acts remain vague, arbitrary, and repressive, enabling authorities to criminalize legitimate expression and restrict media freedom. Nigeria's First Lady Olorunmi Tinubu has visited the governor of Jigawa State, Umar Adamadi, and his wife Adiza over the death of their son Abdulwahab. A statement by her media head Boshola says the First Lady, who was accompanied by the wife of the Vice President Nana Shetima and the wife of the Speaker of the House of Representatives Fatima Tajuddin Abbas, say that the length of a man's life is the exclusive reserve of God and no one can question his timing. Governor Namadi expressed his gratitude to President Bola Tinubu, who he said personally called him when the incident occurred, just as the First Lady had done. Prayers were offered for the family and the state by the wife of the Vice President, Ajia Nana Shetima. And our National Assembly, as the House of Representatives, has taken a step to strengthen anti-corruption fight with the introduction of a bill to encourage whistleblowers to expose corrupt practices, particularly in the public sector. The bill, which proposes a fine of 2 million naira or 2 years imprisonment for disclosing a piece of confidential information provided by a whistleblower, may be considered, as lawmakers are set to debate its general principles upon resumption of plenary duty next week. Meanwhile, Jigawa State Judicial Service Commission has dismissed 3 judicial staff for misconduct. The commission also advised 3 Sharia court judges to resign and issued the pre-remands to 2 others for the relegation of duty. This was disclosed in a statement issued in Duse by Abbas Wangara, Director of Protocol and Publicity for Jigawa State Judiciary. At the 178th meeting on January 7, the Commission approved disciplinary measures against the personnel found guilty of violating the judicial procedures and rules. Our 3 persons have fared dead in a suspected cholera outbreak in a Sudum community of Adoni, local government of Rivers State. The incident was reportedly discovered when a team from the multinational oil company visited the community to inspect a water rehabilitation project in the area. A former chairman of the local government area, Dr. Gogo Ogute Isaiah, who said it was the oil firm working on the water rehabilitation project in the area, was said to have confirmed the incident. Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) have arrested a traditional chief priest of Ogunoko Shrine in Alpha Beach area of Ajah Lekki following what the Anti-Narcotics Agency said was a 3-month manhunt. Barry, also known as Malo, was apprehended after 2,760 kilograms of skunk were recovered from his shrine on October 25, 2024. A statement released by the agency spokesperson Femi Babafemi said that while 2 of the Barry's accomplices had been arrested, charged, and convicted last year, the chief priest was identified as the leader of the drug syndicate operating from the shrine. President Tinubu sent congratulatory message to Senator John Azu Tambata on his election as the President General of Honors and Ndibo worldwide. The President's spokesman Bayo Onanuga stated that Azu Tambata, a former senator, represented Rivers East in the Senate from 1999 to 2007. Azu Tambata was elected as president of the pre-eminent Pan-Igbo Sociocultural Group at its meeting in Enugu on Friday. Tinubu equally congratulated the group on successful leadership transition and joined the new leaders to uphold the principles of their predecessors. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) is seeking additional funding from the federal government in preparation for the 2027 general elections. The INEC chairman Mahmood Yakubu said this while appearing before the Joint Committee on Electoral Matters at the National Assembly to defend the Commission's 2025 budget proposal, explaining the need for additional funding to support key areas of INEC works. He listed the areas needing the funding to include the continuous voter registration exercise, logistics for off-cycle elections, replacing damaged election materials like the model voter accreditation system BVAS, the ballot boxes, and voting cubicles, as well as repairing INEC offices in the local government areas of the country. Around the Association of Local Government of Nigeria, ALGON, and the National Union of Local Government Employees have called on President Tinubu again to ensure that state governors comply with the Supreme Court ruling on local government autonomy. The Supreme Court had granted financial autonomy to the local government, ordering that the allocations be paid directly to them, but 6 months after the verdict, the local government autonomy is yet to take effect. And as governors have continued to allegedly frustrate the process, Secretary General of the Association of Local Government of Nigeria, Mohammed Abubakar, expressed concern over the delay in the implementation of autonomy for local councils. The National Assembly Joint Committee on Solid Minerals has rejected the budget estimate of the Ministry of Solid Minerals. The committee said the estimate presented were greatly inadequate. The chairman of the Joint Committee, Senator Kong Samson, stated these after the Minister Dele Alake presented the Ministry's 2025 budget estimate before the committee. Kingmakers in Oyo Town, Oyo State, have protested the appointment of Prince Abimbola Owade as the new Alafin of Oyo by Governor Seyi Makinde. Owade's appointment was announced on Friday in a statement by the State Commissioner for Information and Orientation, Dalton Oyedele, sparking controversy within the traditional circles. Oyedele said after extensive consultation and traditional divinations by the Oyo Emesi, the Oyo Kingmakers, Owade was recommended as the new Alafin of Oyo and subsequently approved by Governor Makinde. Several people have reportedly been killed in an airstrike in the Kandiwa village, Marudun local government area of Zamfara State. Gabriel Ma, a resident of the area, said the incident occurred on Saturday evening as local vigilantes were heading to assist neighbors in the Tungagara village, which had come under attacks by bandits. He further said the vigilante group mobilized after receiving reports of bandits rustling livestock and attempting to abduct their villagers. Lagos State Police Command has arrested a 21-year-old U.S. returnee David Shegun and two others for allegedly killing an Uber driver in Obalendale area of Lagos State. The Commissioner of Police, Ishola, discloses while parading the suspects at the State Command headquarters in Ikeja, Lagos State. You're watching the live broadcast of News Cycle on Global TV, coming to you from the nation's capital, Abuja. When News Cycle returns, Nigeria Football Federation set to unveil the Eric Chelle as a new Super Eagles coach on Monday. We shall bring you those details as well as that of sports, business, and foreign stories after this break. Please stay with us. Welcome back, and many thanks for staying with us. Here are two business news. Amid the ongoing controversy surrounding the proposed tax reform bills by the current administration, the federal government and 21 out of the 36 states in the federation have projected a combined value-added tax revenue of 2.5 trillion naira for the 2025 in their respective budget estimate. This projection excludes additional funds that may occur from the implementation of the contentious tax reform bills. The value-added tax, the consumption tax on goods and services is levied at each stage of the supply chain where value is added. As the federal government moves to approve the first telecom tariff hike in over a decade, Nigerians are demanding that mobile network operators justify the increase by delivering the substantial improvement in the service quality. And now for years, subscribers have called for better network quality, citing frequent call drops and slow data speeds. They argue that if the telecom companies are to benefit from the higher tariff, consumers should experience a high tangible improvement in the services they are paying for. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, says the introduction of two new financial products have been designed to serve Nigerians living abroad. The non-resident Nigerian ordinary account and non-resident Nigerian investment accounts were unveiled in a circular dated January 10, 2025, issued by the Trade and Exchange Department of the Apex Bank. A CBN document signed by the Acting Director of Trade and Exchange, Dr. W.J. Keja, says this account aims to streamline remittances, encourage investments, and foster financial inclusion among Nigerians in diaspora. And now moving from business to reference, the army in Sudan says it has captured a key city in the country's east, one of its biggest gains yet, an almost 2-year-long war against the rebel forces. The footage on social media showed people celebrating in the street as army soldiers enter the city of Wad Madini. The leader of the paramilitary group, the Rapid Support Forces, Jal Mohammed, also known as Amity, reportedly acknowledged the loss in an audio message. Jack Smith, the special counsel appointed to investigate Donald Trump for his alleged effort to overturn the result of the 2020 election, has left the U.S. Department of Justice. The statement on Smith was a footnote in the filing to Cannon as she considers whether to maintain a hold on the special counsel's report on two cases: Trump's role in the January 6, 2020 insurrection at the U.S. Capitol aimed at halting the certification of Joe Biden's victory, and the case of Trump's withholding of classified documents after he left the White House. South Korea's suspended President Yoon Suk will now attend the first hearing of his impeachment trial next week because of safety concerns. Yoon has been holed up in the presidential residence and protected by an elite guard force since being suspended and impeached last month following a short-lived declaration of martial law that plunged the country into political chaos. Now, the Constitutional Court has scheduled the 5 trial dates spanning January 14 to February 4, which will proceed in his absence if he does not attend. Now, Californians in the United States have demanded to know who is at fault for the vast devastation caused by the raging Los Angeles wildfires. A strict curfew went into force to prevent looting and lawlessness. At least 11 people died as flames rippled through the neighborhoods and razed thousands of homes in a disaster the United States President Joe Biden likened to a war scene. While Angelos grapples with the heart-rending ruin, anger has risen over officials' preparedness and response, particularly for the series of false evacuation alarms and after hydrants ran dry as firefighters battle the initial blazes. South Korea's transport ministry has said that the black boxes holding the flight data and the cockpit voice recorders for the crash Jeju Air's flights that left 179 people dead stopped recording 4 minutes before the disaster. The Boeing 737-800 was flying from the Thailand to Muan, South Korea on December 29, carrying 189 passengers and crew when it barely landed at the Muan airport and exploded in the fireball after slamming into a concrete barrier. And now the Transport Ministry said in a statement referring to the two recording devices that the analysis revealed that both the CVR and FDR data were not recorded during the 4 minutes leading up to the aircraft collision with the localizers. The United States has introduced a new round of sanctions targeting over 400 entities connected to Russia's energy sector, prompting strong approval from the Ukrainian President Zelensky. Zelensky via his X described the sanctions as a significant step in disrupting Russia's financial and logistical networks as support its ongoing war effort. The measures aim to impact key areas of Russia's energy industry, including producers, insurance companies, service providers, logistics facilities, and a fleet of 184 shadow tankers. The Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) says it is set to officially unveil that Rick Chile as the new head coach of the Super Eagles on Monday. The event is scheduled to take place at the media conference room of the MK Abiola National Stadium, Abuja, at 11 a.m. A statement posted on the Federation's website says Chile's appointment was confirmed last Tuesday by its executive committee following a recommendation from the NFF's Technical and Development Committee. A 47-year-old Franco-Malian is stepping into one of the most scrutinized roles in the world football, but NFF President Ibrahim Gosso expressed confidence in the Chile's ability to lead the Super Eagles to a new height. And more in the world of sport, the Olympic champion when overcame sluggish start to blast into the Australian Open second round ahead of the arena beginning her quest for a historic third consecutive crown. And field seed Zhang last year's losing, the finalists had the honor of playing the first point on center court at the opening Grand Slam of the season against Romania's 110th ranked Henka Todini had 3 set points on Sevilla at 5-3 in the first set, but allowed Todini to become roaring back before closing her down in the tied break that resin through the second set. The British Nigerian heavyweight Tondra's second round knockout of the Francis Ngannou in a match earned him CBS Sports 2024 knockout of the year, cementing his status as one of the boxing's most fearsome punchers. Joshua's devastating right hand separated the former European champions from their consciousness, highlighted a year that saw him compete 3 times, finishing with a record of 28-5. Barcelona coach Hansi Flick says he will maintain the same style of play he deployed against Real Madrid in the first El Clasico of the season. Real Madrid were caught offside 12 times against the Barcelona at Santiago in October, going on to lose 4-0 to Real Beijing's Barcelona side. Ahead of the Super Cup clash, the German tactician sees no reason for a change in the style of play. And as a package on Global TV News Cycle, a quick reminder that Global TV is on DSTV channel 365, StarTimes channel 276, and free to air. And they can site kindly follow us on all social media platform at Global TV NG. On behalf of the entire production team, we say thank you for joining us on News Cycle. My name is Edika Michael. See you again.